I want to show you these two cars today. These are the 1958 Cadillac models, and this one in particular that we're going to concentrate on here is the 60 Special Fleetwood. Now in 1958, General Motors really went all out with the chrome and glamour, the colors, the whole deal. This was a big year for Cadillac. And this 60 Special shows just how fancy and how much chrome and polished stainless they could put on a car. Now, because it's the 60 Special Fleetwood, it's a longer wheelbase than the standard 58 Cadillac four-door hardtop. I'm going to show you something here. Now, I will say one thing. This happens to be the 58 short deck model, so it's just a few inches shorter than the standard 58 sedan DeVille, but you can see the difference here. And if we had a standard sedan DeVille sitting here, which I have out in the shop, we'd see a third length here. But the short deck 58, you can tell right away when you look at the trunk lid. You'll see this separate piece here, whereas the rest of the cars had a one-piece trunk lid all the way to the bottom. That's really the difference. There's some people that still had a problem getting their Cadillacs in the garage because they were so long, so Cadillac had this model for 58, the short deck. Short decks usually are, well, they always are, the Series 62, which is not the DeVille, but you could get all the options that the DeVille had available, such as the power seats, which has got power windows as an option, the Autronic eye. A lot of those are options on this car. It's a pretty well optioned Cadillac. Okay, I'm going to spend a few minutes on this one since I'm already on it, but this is one of my cars, just a nice driver. Cleaned it up a little bit so that it's decent to drive. It has the dual master cylinder conversion on it. Just cleaned up a little bit. Nothing special, just a nice driver. Okay, now I'm going to go around here and show you some of the different colors that were available for 58. There's the Autronic eye sensor. Look at this paint chart. Many different colors available in 58. This car that we're at right now happens to be paint code 49. That's Meridian Taupe. And it has the interior color of buckskin. So those are the colors on this car. Correct upholstery, that's 1958 Cadillac, definitely correct. The seats are redone. The Cadillac guys, gurus, will tell me what is wrong with the car. The pattern is not quite what they had for the Series 62. It's more of the DeVille pattern than it is the Series 62, but I liked it. It's my car. That's what I did. So now let's go over here to the Fleetwood 60 Special. This one is the code 48 Tahitian Coral, and it also has the buckskin interior. Now you'll notice some differences on the Fleetwood. These scoops on the top of or vents is what they are. They're on the top of the fenders, whereas the rest of the models don't have it. This car and my car both have the optional fog lights. If that doesn't have the fog lights, that would be a plastic lens down there, a little bit different shape. Power antenna, of course. Okay, now again, this car is a little bit modified in that it has add-on air conditioning. When they did it, they put the old I guess that R9 is what they call that. That's the GM air conditioning compressor that came out in the early 60s, replaced a little bit bigger one that would have been on here in 1958. but it looks kind of original, and the original brackets fit and work. So nice to have AC working on these cars. Really cool to see some of the cars that still have some of the inspection numbers and going down the line. You can almost see the numbers right there, which would have been put on by Fisher Body or Fleetwood Body as it came down the line, so I know they knew which car it belonged to. The grease pencil marks that are under there. You can see them better on my car, actually. Okay, so I still have to kind of put my plug in there about how some people advertise their Cadillac as a Fleetwood. Well, it's not a Fleetwood unless it's really is a Fleetwood model, but the Fleetwood Body Company is what says on the tag under the hood. It'll say General Motors or Fleetwood Division, but it doesn't make it a Fleetwood. The series number that's on those trim tags underneath the firewall or underneath the hood tell you which model it is. This one, you have to look at the number and then convert it in the book to see what it is. But the 60 Special, you don't have to guess at all. 60 Special is the one with the big, long chrome panels. Got it going on, and it says 60 Special right on it. And right back here on the trunk, what does it say? It says Fleetwood. So there we go. We got a Fleetwood here. Notice the Fleetwood has the different trunk finish with the big backup lights up in the trunk panel, and the bumper has the little extra little trim pieces on that. Compare it to the bumper on all of the other 58 Cadillacs. Looks like this, and the backup lights are the clear lights right there you see next to the tail lights. Okay. Now, of course, this has power trunk, power windows, power seats, and this car also has the power door locks. Now, I want to show you something. See on the top of the door lock knob? That's the little lightning bolt that tells you this car has power door locks. Pretty cool. Okay, 60 Special dashboard is really the same as the rest of the 58 Cadillacs. All the same. Interior trim, of course, is a little bit different, and then it has these pleated door tops. If we go back to my car, you'll see it's smooth on those door tops. Okay, what else do we have on the Fleetwood? This car is on its way to Germany. It was belonged to one of the members of the Cadillac Club for many, many years, and one of the other Cadillac Club members knew about it and talked to the owner for a long time. He finally said, okay, I'll sell the car, and he made the phone call to the guy that he promised it to, which happens to be in Germany. Now, if you want to read this, maybe you want to see what it says here about the engine. 365 cubic inch, the last year of the 365, because in 59 they went to 390. Engines look exactly the same from 1949 up to 1962. They ended with the 390 cubic inch in 1962. Then in 63 it was redesigned a little bit. Still it was a 390. Then in 64 to 67 it was redesigned again, and it became the 429. So 365, 310 horse, 405 foot-pounds of torque. It's got the hydromatic transmission, and you see all the other options right there. 5,000 pound car basically. Almost 13,000 of this model was sold or were built, and that's a big number for 58. And you see the original retail price, $6,100. So again, we got extra spare pieces and parts and things that came with the car when it was bought. The original owner had the car for over 30 years, so, or the last owner, not the original owner. This has the door edge guards, you can see there. This car does not have saber wheels on it. Mine has the saber wheels on the car. So let me get up here, we'll get a picture of that. There's the saber wheel with the medallion, and here's the standard 1958 hubcap. That cap is the same for 58 and 59, but the 59 medallion is a different color. It's a white medallion. So there you have it. You know, I'm really not a dealer. I don't sell cars. I do inspections and I do appraisals. So there's a lot of cars that come through that I get a chance to look at and learn about when I'm studying to see what values are and condition and put my reports together. And I'm honored to be able to be a part of the hobby. I run across cars a lot and get phone calls from people that want to sell me cars. I don't buy and sell at all. There are some times when I get a phone call for a car that I just have to have, and so I bring it home. So pretty soon I've got too many cars, and right now actually the county has told me that I own too many cars, and have told me get rid of cars. So with that, I advertise some, and that way everybody has a chance to make an offer, come and see what I've got, whatever, and make a decision. I'll help with the decision. I can't force anything on anybody or make up their mind. You've got to figure out what it is that you're getting into, and these are old cars. Everyone needs to have a little work. None of them are perfect, but they sure have a lot of style and class and nice drivers. The 5860 Special, the guys, the actual owner drove it several hundred miles to bring it here after he got here and went up to get it. Drove flawlessly. I drove my 58 for the first time. Really, I've had it for about 3-4 years now, and the first time I really drove it was last weekend, and it had a transmission cooling line blow on the little drive. So all new hoses now, and cleaned up all the oil mess, and we're ready to go again. So you never know what's going to happen, even when you're looking and maintaining and trying to keep an eye on things so that they can go down the road. So there you have it. Let's see if we can get a good look here. 5860 Special and 58 Series 62 Short Deck. Hope you like the videos. Thanks for watching.